a modern wonder is a faraway dream, and nowhere is the promise of doing the impossible more exciting than in Egypt. That brings us to our final modern wonder from Alexandria, Egypt, the Bibliotheca Alexandrina. It marks the newest chapter in Egypt's majestic architectural history. This completely modern structure took 2 years to design, 6 years to build, and cost $200 million. The result is one of the largest libraries in the world. And here's a secret: it's 7 stories tall and measures 900,000 square feet. It can hold 8 million books, 100,000 manuscripts, 50,000 maps, and 50,000 videotapes.
We want this library to be a place where the whole world feels affiliation with the connection to knowledge, the connection to art, the connection to history, the connection to the history of humanity, in addition to the interaction of cultures.
But this is not the first great library to occupy this city. The original Bibliotheca of Alexandrina was built here more than 2,000 years ago, a treasure trove of knowledge of the ancient world.
You go back to history and you realize that the Bibliotheca Alexandrina, during its heyday, for at least 800 years, was the main source of knowledge in the world.
The first Bibliotheca Alexandrina was destroyed by fire in the 3rd century, and here's a secret: there are no original plans from that ancient structure around today. So you might say this new Bibliotheca is not so much an imitation as a revival and a reinvention.
The new Library of Alexandria has a mission of speaking from Egypt to the world and from the outside world to Egypt.
To set this ambitious project in motion, the Egyptian government went all out. They started by sponsoring a contest with entries from 58 countries. The winners? Snøhetta, a little-known architectural firm from Norway.
And we thought we would never hear it. I mean, we knew we had a good project, but you know, in a large international competition with 530 competitors, you never know. But then 2 months later, I get a call, and they told us that we had to be in Egypt in 2 days, basically.
When the architects got there, they set out to refine their vision of what the Bibliotheca should be.
It had to be a contemporary building. At the same time, I wanted it to be a building that you couldn't tell that's from the 90s, so that it's rich enough to become a little bit timeless. And I think that was one of the things that we have achieved.
They made the building round to represent the universe of knowledge, and they added a roof shaped like a microchip to represent the library's forward-thinking goals.
And the idea behind that, symbolically, it's an active institution. It's something that exchanges and transforms information. And it's also a very, very interesting geometrical shape with that modular structure in the inside and the circle that holds it all together.
But this is more than just a New Age icon. It's a center for international literacy. And here's a secret: to represent the library's global perspective, the outer walls are covered with characters from more than 160 different languages. The secret is, the symbols don't say anything, but they offer an artistic representation of the library's global mission. But creating a holding tank for this gold mine of literary knowledge wasn't easy, especially in an area where the temperatures can soar up to 110 degrees. The exterior is made of gray granite, which helps to keep out the heat. To protect the valuable books inside, the library's roof is angled to the north, which allows for all natural lighting, but offers the lowest degree of sun exposure.
That's important because any light, especially ultraviolet radiation, destroys paper and books. So we wanted to get as little light in as possible, but enough light for the people to read.
But here's a secret: there are some books that require even more delicate care. So designers had to make another adjustment. They put 4 of the building's 7 levels underground.
In a climate like that, you got to put the books underground to keep them tempered and to not to put too much stress on the mechanical systems that keep the building cool, which of course you have to have.
As a true modern wonder, the library is more than just a throwback to Alexandria's fabled history. It's a new symbol of glory.
I think by creating that modern building, the Egyptian government has really created a new landmark for the city, and something that will attract a lot of people and will attract a lot of attention worldwide, and will help the city to become more than just the capital of memory.
Today, the Biblioteca is the new kid on the modern wonder block. But what will be the next to appear?
One of the wonderful things about architecture is the way it's surprising. Something extraordinary is going to appear. It will surprise us all, and I defy anybody to predict when and where that's going to happen.
For now, the world will celebrate the wonders that have changed the modern landscape. These are the buildings that define our time and will blaze brightly on through the new millennium.